Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Jayco Jayflight 32 BHDS travel trailer. You guys have picked a really beautiful unit. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's first start to talk about arriving at the campsite. A few things I want you to take into consideration. Of course, you have your rear kitchen back there. Need room for that door to open. And of course, your awning. On your off camp side, you have a couple slides to consider. Make sure nothing's going to impede them from coming out or touch it while they're out. And lastly, where your water and electricity hookups are. They're right behind your tires on your off camp or driver's side. Power will be there, your city water connect will be there. So park accordingly so that you can better utilize the facilities. Once you're there, you'll unhook your hitch, which our hitch man will go over with you. Then you have a power tongue jack on here. You have a light for night docking. And up here is your up or down. Now, I do recommend getting a level. Your door is about the middle of your unit. Put a level inside your door. Or get a stick on one and put it right in the middle of your unit. You'll know when your unit's level. Now, should you lose power and your power tongue jack doesn't work, under this tongue here is a little hole for this manual jack to go into, and you can hand crank this up or down yourself. Speaking of power, when arriving, I do like to check my terminals on my battery, make sure they're all nice and snug. A few things will work, like you slide your power tongue jack off your battery. If we got our unit level, next thing we're going to do is stabilize the unit. Inside the unit is hand crank, 3/4 inch socket on the end, and simply crank it down. Now you can get a impact driver or an electric drill gun, put a 3/4 inch on the end and run this down in a matter of seconds. But you be careful when you get to the bottom. You only want to bring these down taut. You don't want to lift your unit at all. You've already got it level, you just want to stabilize it. I do recommend jack pads. Jack pads for the ground are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer, help keep it from sinking. So grab some jack pads from our store. You do have a 10% off coupon to use. Run your jack pads down, just taut, remember. You're going to run down all four corners, then you're going to come back and you're going to look at all of them, make sure you haven't lifted any, make sure you're nice and taut. You got your unit level and stable. You can go out and run your slides out, but we're going to go ahead and hook up our power and save on our battery. So back here, just a little docking station area here. Your power conveniently stores inside here. You have your 30 amp cord going all the way to the power source. Should you need to go into a 110, you do have this 30 to 110 amperage reducer. You can plug that on the end, you can plug into any 110. We've got our power hooked up. Next thing we're going to do is hook up our water. Over here to the right is your city water connection. First and foremost, water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Whenever putting water into your unit, use this water pressure regulator. Hook it up on the end of your hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. We're going to go around to your campsite and find your hot water heater. Right above your city water connect is your hot water heater. We're going to open this up and we're going to close our drain plug. You may have left this out from last time you were camping. I'm going to put that in there nice and snug. Socket usually works best to run that in. Once our drain plug's back in, we're going to go ahead and turn on our hose. Once our hose has been on for a little while, we're going to come up here to our pressure release valve. We're going to pull on that and air is going to come out. Release more air, and then once you pull on this and water is flowing steadily out of here, then you know your hot water heater is full and can be lit from indoors. Don't worry about water coming down on these components. They're all protected, and that's what this is for. Now, should you be going dry camping, and we're not going to use the City Water Connect, we're going to come over here to your campsite. This is your potable water fill. Fill this tank up. Again, burp or let the air out of your hot water heater. You know your hot water heater is full. This tank is full. However, when using potable water, if you're out dry camping and using this, that's when you turn on your water pump. You only turn on your water pump when using potable water, not your City Water Connect. So we've got our water hooked up, our electricity hooked up. We'll walk you around the unit, show you a few other things on the outside before going in and deploying your slides. So just below your potable water, you have your low point drains, black one and white one. To the right of that, you have a cable hookup and an attachment for your television out here, along with 110. You have another low point drain right here. Drain all those when leaving the campsite. You have your big awning. This is access to the hood vent on your microwave. Pass-through storage up there. Come to the back of the unit here. Doorway for your bunk room. Your outdoor kitchen. It's just on hydraulics, so it'll come up nicely. So you have lighting out here. One touch there. Accent lighting there. 110 there. Do you have a sink? Pull your grill out. Underneath your grill is a connection. And there's your LP Connect. You have your hose in here for that. Right there in your drawer. That's where you hook your grill up at. This is a hand light one, not automatic. Instruction manual there with it. There's storage up here. Sliding off. Coming around the back of the unit, you do have your ladder. Climb up there and check your seams a couple times a year. Caulk what needs to be caulked. This unit is pre-wired for a Furrion backup camera. You have a spare tire with a cover. Your rear stabilizing jacks. Separate gray holding tank. So you have two tanks to dump here. Here's your black tank. This is your furnace heat release. Should you be running the furnace, steer clear of that, it gets rather warm. Your City Water Connect. Up above that, you have this outdoor shower. This is your hot water heater. Open this up for you. Your outdoor shower. Your power. Your black tank flush, which we'll talk about when emptying your tanks. Another gray holding tank. Just a handle down there to pull. And again, your pass-through storage. Do you want to mention your propane? On the front, you do have a regulator. Simply point this toward the tank you wish to be using. Your furnace shuts off, you know to switch to the other tank. There's your cover for your propane tanks. Let's take a walk inside. This here is to hold your door back. Let's talk about opening up this door. You have the solid steps here. So if you're pulling this handle, grab this handle. I actually like to grab higher. Easier to bring down. You do have these adjustable feet here. Adjustable by that cotter pin. Just remember to always have that door all the way in or all the way closed when opening it. First thing to notice is where your fire extinguisher is. It's always going to be by your entry doorway. Make sure everyone that's camping with you knows where it's at. Just to the right of that is your 12-volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mention this 12-volt because it's always going to be running off your batteries. So if you're not plugged in anywhere, if you're dry camping and you're going to be gone for the day, go ahead and disconnect your battery. Otherwise this will run your battery down. Coming all the way up to your left, here's your control panel. You turn on the lights in here. And let's run our slide out. Simply push out, and out it goes. A couple things to keep in mind. Your door, look at this door before you start to slide. Make sure that anything else that could impede it from going out is out of the way. Listen closely. I wanted you to hear that so that you know it's okay. That is just the motor mechanism resetting itself. So back into your control panel here. As you slide in and out, you're awning in and out. I'm going to run your awning out while I talk about this up top. Here's your water pump to the left. That's where you turn on the water pump if you're dry docking using potable water. There's where you turn on your water heater if you're hooked up to gas on the left, and if you're hooked up to electricity and plugged in, you turn your water heater to the right. Up here is where you check your tanks, your brand new battery, and then your other tanks are empty, of course. Continue running this on and out. I just want to show you how far to run it out. Just until that flap falls down to 90 degrees and you see that circle ball, go ahead and stop right there. You can run it further, but you don't want to. You also have speakers in the ends of your awning, so your music will play down to the ground instead of out to the campsite of everyone else. Coming to rest through your unit here. Individual lighting all the way through the unit, you can, which is great because you can dim everything except for over top of the bathroom at night. You have a 110 here. Dual sinks. Self-explanatory microwave. You have a light and a fan for above your stove here. That glass makes an excellent backsplash. Simply turn to light, hit your spark, and there's your flames. Shut it off. Coming over to your fridge over here. To the left, all the way to the left is where you turn it on. The white on top means it's controls for the freezer. White on bottom, controls for the fridge. We're on the fridge right now because the blue dot's underneath it, and that's set at 5. If we go over to the freezer, blue dot's on it, we can change the freezer down to 4, go back up to 5. Go back to the fridge, lower that down to 4, and we're all set. Coming back here in the hallway, here's your thermostat. On the left you turn it on the left you change your modes. There's a fan for auto, there's your air conditioning, there's your heat. Run everything from here. Here's your controls to bring the temperature up or down. Coming down your hallway here, here's your bathroom to the left. We'll get to that in a moment. I'm going to bring your bunk slide out. Right above this 110 is your slide control for that. Simply hit out, and this will slide on out. Again, you're going to be camping, so you have things back here. Make sure nothing's going to impede this slide from going in or out when you're opening or closing it. Pump takes just a couple of seconds to run out, and you're all set. Again, your individual lighting all through here. Your top bunk will lift up on hydraulics and stay up there, making these gaming seats a little more easier. This will lift off here, and the bottom parts will fold down. Cover just about this entire area here where the bed. Over here, this is prepped for a TV. Cable in 110 right there. Your bunk steps just lift up and out. Up to your bunk area, which has its own lighting, its own 110. And your closet in here. Lights off. Coming out of the bunk room now. Over to the left. You have your table that'll fold down and set on these lips right here to make this all into a bed area. Over in your seating, you have what's called parachute hole. Down inside your seat here is a handle. Pull up on that handle and it becomes a recliner. You also have massage, different settings for that, a light for your cup holder, and heat as well. You do push these down with your feet and they'll lock in. Coming to your entertainment center here, your RV Technologies AM, FM, DVD, CD player, dual speaker zones. 1 is indoors, 2 is outdoors. You can play indoors, outdoors, or both. Then you have your mirror here that will pull up and spin your TV around. You have to unhook the pieces from the other side as well. In your closet here, you have to close your doors. Unsnap and open. And then this TV, you can mount one in here and you can watch it in the living room and spin around this way. Or you can spin it back around and watch TV in the bedroom. You might want to consider getting a TV in here. It's a really nice feature. Again, your lighting in the bedroom turns on over here in the hallway. Next to the bed, you do have USB and 12 volt and a 110. I'm going to bring these tables out, put them on your theater seating, show you how these work. They do go into your cup holder. Made to sit right in there. And now you've got a little dinner table. In the ceiling, you do have a smoke alarm. Your AC. And your skylight. That about covers everything on the inside. Oh, I did miss something. Underneath your stove is your access panel to your fuse box and breaker box. Looks like you got mostly 15s in there, most couple 40s. I highly recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. Also, just want to mention, keep an eye on your plumbing. In here, in your bathroom, you're bouncing a house down the road. You don't want things to wiggle loose. Water damage is the worst thing to have. Alright, so we're going to close up our slides and go outside and dump some waters. Alright, we're going to start bringing our steps up. Lift this up into the door. Again, make sure your door is all the way open so that this doesn't catch over here. And it goes in. Pull on this, and that's locked now. We're going to close our door. We're going to lift and turn this handle. Then we're going to deadbolt our unit. Don't want a horror story of your door coming open on your unit. Lock and deadbolt your door. Outside the door, we're going to drain some low point drains. This white one, and this black one. We're going to bring up our stabilizing jacks. We're going to lock down our outdoor kitchen. We're going to disconnect our power. And we're going to head up to the dump station. Up at the dump station, you're going to go to the black holding tank. You're going to hook up the sewage hose that's in your convenience pack. The first thing you do is you're going to pull this black handle. That's going to be your black tank. It's going to dump all your sewage. Once it sounds like your sewage is done dumping, you're going to come up here to your tank flush valve. Open this up again, hook up a water pressure regulator to the hose at the dump station. And we're going to go ahead and turn that on for about 5 minutes. After that's been running for about 5 minutes, go ahead and unhook it. Come back down here, close your black tank, go down here to the left, and pull this gray handle. That's going to be your cleaner waters, your sinks and showers. After that's done, you're going to close that up, take off your sewage hose, or if you buy one with a splitter, it's already still connected, you're going to come back here to this back gray holding tank. And you're going to pull that gray handle. Again, that's going to be cleaner water. It's going to clean out your sewage hose good. You're going to disconnect your sewage hose. Come right here to where it says squeeze. Squeeze and pull it out. Store your sewage hose in your bumper. It's a nice sanitary place to keep it. They actually make these just for that now. That about covers everything. We thank you from TradeWinds for your purchase. We hope you enjoy this trailer for many years to come. Happy camping, folks.